Hello and welcome to the Ontario Masters website. I guess you've already seen it if you're a new member. You can see what the upcoming events are right off the home screen. Make sure you sign up for the Ontario Masters news, the e-news. Just put your email address in there and subscribe, our sponsor. And you can go to an archive of our news posts right here. We have the latest one is our Ontario Masters Athlete of the Month for February. On the main banner, we've got the four most used pages, membership, competitions, and so on. And then the other web pages up here. On the membership page, which you've been on, just reminds you that you're also a member of Canadian Masters Athletics, Athletics Ontario, and Athletics Canada. We forward some of your membership fee to those organizations so that you're all also a member of those three other organizations. Your AC number lookup, anytime you're going to enter an event, use your AC number. So you can look it up right there if you haven't written it down. And then here's a little video on how to enter an event using that number. If you're in a club and you want to change clubs, get a hold of us. There's a certain procedure to use. And if you're unattached, but you join a club during the year, just let me know and I'll change it in the membership database so that when you enter an event using your AC number, it will automatically assign your new club affiliation. Don't try to change it after you've entered an event, please. And of course, any time you enter one of our events, you get listed in the Canadian rankings as well as the world rankings. We send out to all Canadian Masters members, we send out a news brief, so you'll get that once a week. The competitions page, I've got them listed by the most recent ones going down. So pretty well each major competition has its own web page. We'll go to the Canadian Masters Indoor Championships here. We've got it bilingual because it's a Canadian event. And on any of the event web pages, you'll find online registration. So you just click on there and you'll go and enter your AC number and your enter which events you want to enter. And we've got things like the schedule and maps how to get there, the meet hotel, and meet records. We keep meet records for pretty well every event, which means that particular championship, in this case the Canadian Indoor Championships, there's been 8 of them. We keep meet records for the best performance in every age group in that event. In some events like the Ontario Indoor Championships, which has been going on for some 47 years. So the meet records are something because we've been doing it for so long. Results. This is past results. So any results for the current year will be on the web page for that particular event, and we archive events over here. Records. We keep Ontario records, and we also keep we send the records to the Canadian Masters people who keep Canadian records. There's also world records and regional records, as in North American Championships. If you think you set a record or you check and you have set a record, there's record application forms, various record application forms that you have to fill out and send in to the appropriate record director. And here's the implement and hurdle specs if you're wondering what weight you throw or what hurdles you have to jump over. That's where that is there. And our cross-country courses have course records as well. In the About Us, there's what exactly is the Ontario Masters. We've got our history, like I say, our almost 50-year history of the Ontario Masters. Athletes of the Year, so every year we select at the awards banquet an Athlete of the Year, male and female. The male gets the Bob Moore Trophy, and the female gets the Dorley Breckfield Trophy, and we have been doing that for many years. Athlete of the Month, we also have the Athlete of the Month. Various awards we give out, cups for the cross country, the best club in the cross country series, and the best clubs for the indoor and outdoor championships, things like that. Gear, we sell our various shirts and jackets online through Overtime Apparel. You just click on there and they'll mail it out to you. AGM, if you're interested in the business of the Ontario Masters, we have many years of the AGM minutes. Objectives was we had a symposium in 2012 going over what we should be planning for the future, so that's quite interesting. Our constitution, if you're interested in the makeup of the association. Dispute resolution, we use Athletics Ontario's guidelines in those matters, and privacy in terms of use and things like that. Past results from, like I say, we've been around for a long time, so the results go back to the 90s. You can look up some more stuff. The Hall of Fame, we have an extensive Hall of Fame. The list of inductees, and every year we have one or more people that are inducted into the Hall of Fame. Rankings, like I mentioned, we have the national rankings and the world rankings that are automatically entered into when you run one of our events. Clubs, we have a listing. We go by Athletics Ontario registered clubs. So if you want your club listed in our events or in your results, you have to be in a club that's registered with Athletics Ontario. We also have a list of coaching, so online coaching or people who coach privately without a club is listed there. Some training information for people who perhaps aren't in a club or don't have a coach. There's some interesting training information there. Volunteering, we've set up an initiative with Athletics Ontario where we are trying to get people, especially younger people, to volunteer for events. They get community service hours for doing this, and it's a lot of fun having them out. The World Masters Athletics Championships is in Toronto in 2020. There's a link to their page and our sponsors, a direct link to the Canadian Masters, and some various links. And contact us. It just lists any inquiries. Just send them to me, email-wise, and our board of directors, and the various people who do a lot of things, a lot of volunteer jobs for the Ontario Masters. So that's the website. Have a look, and we'll see you at the next event.